everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a very quick video to introduce you to my September TBR. So I've decided to try to keep it smaller this month. I think I said that for August and I still had like 15 or 16 books on my TBR, but this time I've picked 10 books. 10 books that I would like to read. Some of them I've already started, so I'm hoping that'll be feasible. There's probably a couple other books that will maybe weave their way into there, but you know, this is the plan for now, and we shall see how the month goes. I'll be a bit busier in September because I'm taking a writing workshop, and I'm also going to be reapplying for PhD. But I still have amazing plans for September, and here they are. So in September, the thematic month for my reading and translation, or like reading around the world theme, was Spain. So September in Spain. And I have a couple books that are by Spanish authors in my bookshelf, so I thought I would pick them and, you know, work on that physical bookshelf. The first one is The Bilingual Brain by Albert Costa, which is a non-fiction, and, you know, because I speak multiple languages, this really just attracted me when I heard about it. It's quite short, I think it's only about 100 pages, so hopefully that'll be quick to dip in and out of or to finish. I'm not sure how the science element is going to come into it, but you know, should be feasible. The second one is actually by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. I've put his first book, The Shadow of the Wind, in one of, it's not his first book, sorry, it's the first book in the series. So The Shadow of the Wind in some of my top books ever, but I've never really continued reading the series. I've ordered through the charity shop. I found it on sale for like £1, The Angel's Game, which is the second one in the series. So I'll, you know, try to tackle that. I don't know how big it is. We'll see when it gets here, and if it gets here on time, to be fair. But yeah, so that'll be my second one. I don't have a female Spanish writer. If you have any recommendation, I would love that, but I will maybe look into that. But also, I don't want to add too many books that I don't already own. I'd like to work on, you know, what I have already. I also have a couple of arcs. I started the first one, which is The Cat Who Saved Books by Sōsuke Natsukawa, and yeah, I'm already enjoying it. I've seen really mixed reviews. Some people like just thought it wasn't magical, and then the next review was like, it was so magical. So I'm very open to it. I hope it'll be magical. I mean, it's about a cat and books, and it's based in a bookshelf. So I'm hoping it'll be really good, and I think it's quite short. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. I've also started the second one, which is called Running Smart by Mariska van Sprundel. That was translated from the Dutch, and as it says, it's about running, which I've discussed before is something I enjoy doing, so I will be reading that because I'm also working on a kind of video about books about running by women, so that's kind of part of that reading list that I have. And the last one is actually Witchy Coffee by Erin Ritch, which was a very spontaneous request on NetGalley. It looks a bit crap, I'm not gonna lie. Just from maybe like the cover, it looks quite kitschy, but maybe it's a nice romance, and it has, you know, witch and magic in it, so I thought, why not? Maybe my life read of the month. It just came out at the end of August, so I don't really have a lot of pressure to read it, but I'd like to maybe get it done in September. Also part of my physical TBR, I will be trying to finish The 5 by Hallie Rubenhold. This is about the 5 victims of Jack the Ripper, and it's basically giving them a voice. I've already read about halfway through that book last year. It kind of got me a little bit out of my reading slump during lockdown, but I just then left it there. So I, you know, will try to finish it. So it's something I've tackled in my bookshelf in my library. The second one is Reputation by Lex Croucher, which is part of the Rare Birds book club that I'm a part of. I will probably be receiving the second book for September, you know, in a couple weeks, I'm guessing. So I should really read the first book that I've received and not just let it sit there forever. So I will try to read it in September to get it done. The last 3 are actually on my library shelf. So in my library apps, I have both Libby and BookBox. I have a couple of books that I've requested, and I'm actually currently in the middle. I've started reading all of them. The first one is Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. That's sort of for like a Caribbean literature video that I'm working on. and I started reading it and I had a bit of a panic attack about planes, because it starts, I mean, it's not a spoiler, but it starts with a plane crash. And so I was just like, oh, I should have maybe started to read it at night, which is when my anxiety is at its highest. But it still felt very engaging, and I look forward to kind of diving more into it. But yes, we shall see how that goes. The second one is North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. So I saw this series, like the TV series, a couple of years ago, because like a blogger I followed said that was one of her favorite books and she loved the series. So I thought I would try it, and I did enjoy it. It was, to me, more of like a slow burner and more of a, it felt less romantic than Pride and Prejudice, but it felt very much like of the same genre, but based during basically the Industrial Revolution. I'm not sure actually when it's based. Maybe I'm completely wrong here, but I feel like it's, you know, it's like people working in mines, and it seems to be turning into industrialization. So it's a different era, obviously. But I'm kind of continuing reading like more of the classic women writers. Next, I'm gonna be reading the Brontes. So yeah, it's kind of an exciting thing to be discovering all of these. Finally, the last book is Transcendent Kingdom by Gyasi, which is a repetition from last month. I started to read it in August and I really enjoyed how easy it was to start reading it, but my library hold lapsed and there was obviously someone waiting for it, so I had to then, you know, put a hold on it again. So I'm waiting for it to come back. It should be coming back in about a week or two, so hopefully by mid-September I should have it, and hopefully I can finish it in the second half of September. So it's kind of my hope, because I do enjoy her writing so much. So it's gonna be a very busy month, just generally, but also reading wise. I think that's only 10 books that I'm planning on reading. I have a couple extra ones that I have on my library app, or, you know, in my shelf that I do want to get to. Some of them I've already started and maybe just want to finish, but I'll see. These 10, I'm excited to be kind of talking about them, and I'm hoping I will enjoy them and finish them, and we shall see in my September wrap up how I've done. So thanks for watching. Just let me know if you read any of these books. I would love to know what you thought, or what are your plans in September. And please don't forget to maybe leave a little like. It's always good for the channel, and to subscribe if you haven't. If you're new, you know, welcome, and stay for more book content. And hey, see you back. Bye.